morning, everyone, and welcome to our March release party. I am Gina from Gina K Designs, and it's great to see all of you coming in from all around the world. Tonight, it is our March release party, and we're going to be joined by several of our illustrators. We're going to be sharing new stamps and dies, and we've got a few little... well, I wouldn't say surprises because I did give you lots of hints, but some things that you really haven't seen. And we've got a brand new card kit tonight, so I'm really excited about all of this. Now, before we get started, let's say hello to Tom. Hey, Tom.
Hey, you have stars upon yours.
I do. I do. This is my celebration denim shirt.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, well, that's because the whole kit tonight and a bunch of the stamp sets, actually everything, is really kind of celebratory, I feel. We're celebrating tonight.
Yeah, I can feel it in the air.
Can you?
It is electric here.
I actually bought this shirt for 4th of July last year, and I was hoping to get invited to a party, but I didn't get invited to a party, so I never wore it. So it's brand new.
Wow. I'm pretty sure I didn't get invited to that either.
You didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's great to see you. And I know that later when I'm making our first kit card project, you're going to maybe have a word of the day?
Oh, yeah. We usually don't do a word of the day for release because it's crazy. But if we could fit one in, we'll try it. Yeah.
That'll be great. All right.
All righty. Have at it.
Okay. Well, tonight I'm super excited because the first stamp and die set I want to show you is by a brand new illustrator. She's brand new to Gina K Designs, but she's been illustrating for a long time. She does a lot of digital artwork, and she's pretty amazing. I really love her. Her name is Dina Gerner, and I am going to show you her brand new stamp and die combination. So, this is her brand new Ice Cream Social stamp set. Isn't this so cute? It's got these cute little mice here, and then it's got all of these beautiful details. Now, she sent me a bunch of cards to share, and I'm going to share them. She didn't send me the cards. She sent me the pictures. I'm going to share them in our Facebook group later on this evening and tomorrow, and I'll also share them on my Instagram account. And the cards that she made are unbelievable because she uses some of our Master Layouts dies to create a storefront, and then this is the little awning, and then these guys having ice cream outside of the ice cream shop is so cute. So this is her brand new Ice Cream Social set. Now, tonight we are starting something new at Gina K Designs. So we are going to be, we're no longer going to do dies separately except for the one that coordinates with the incentive set, because obviously that's not a set that's available, that you have to kind of earn that with your purchase. But we are going to be selling stamp and die bundles, and they actually are a tad bit better in price. So if you buy the stamp and die bundle, they'll come wrapped together like this. So here's what they look like now. This is the Ice Cream Social stamp and die bundle. So you've got the picture of the die set on the outside, and then on the back you will be able to see the whole stamp set. So we are selling our stamp and die combinations as a bundle or as a stamp set only. Some people have a scan and cut, or they like to fussy cut and they don't want a bundle. They don't want the dies. But everybody who wants the dies wants the stamps. So we decided to do it this way. And this really helps us gauge our inventory better, and it helps to make sure that everybody who wanted a die set with their stamp set will get it. So here we go. Ice Cream Social Stamp and Die Collection. I love this one. It's so cute, and I can't wait to share her cards. Okay, now I have another collection to show you tonight. This is the brand new Spring Garden set by Hannah Drapinski. This is a little, get in the middle of the package. Look how cute this is, guys. This has these gorgeous tulips and some boots. It's also got a wheelbarrow with tulips coming out of it, and then mushrooms and a little mushroom house. And then it's got this cute little gnome for my gnome fans out there. It's got bloom and grow, happy spring, spring is sprung, and much love. And I love this font that she chose for this. This also comes in a Stamp and Die bundle. If you like to cut everything out, you'll even be able to cut out all the words on this one. And you can cut out all the words on Dina's set too, just so you know that all the words are able to be cut out on that. So this is the brand new Spring Garden Stamp and Die bundle. We have some of our guest designers and design team that got their hands on this set, and they've made some amazing projects with this. So check it out over on our Facebook page, and I'll also be sharing all of their projects on my Instagram account. Okay, so Hannah couldn't be here, and Dina's not here. I'm going to try to get Dina and see if she'd be willing to come on. I don't know. We'll see. It would be fun. Now, our Gina usually comes and shows you amazing cards, and she's got amazing cards because she sent them all to me in an email, same way that Dina did, and she'll be sharing them in the Facebook group and on Instagram as well. But she couldn't be here tonight. She had something come up, so I'm going to share her beautiful new set called You Are My World. So this is the beautiful You Are My World. Look at this flower. Guys, I love the line weight of this. And when I say line weight, I mean I love how nice and thick the lines are. This makes embossing so easy and so vibrant. And it's great for if you like to emboss and then watercolor, because everything stays within the lines. And it's got this large floral, which is fabulous for covering the entire card front. And then it's got this smaller one, so you can use it as a corner element, or you can make your own backgrounds with it. It's got Thinking of You, Spring Blessings, A Warm Hello, Proud of You, and You Are My World. And then, of course, this one also comes in a Stamp and Die bundle, and it comes so that you can cut out all the words as well. And that's the way that comes. So, what do you think, guys? Isn't this beautiful? I can't wait until you see all of the beautiful projects that our Gina and our designers have created with the You Are My World. All right, well, it is time. We're going to break it up a little bit here. I still have other things to show you, but we're going to introduce our first illustrator. Let me grab her stamp and die set. Oh, I love this. Normally when Lisa has a new stamp set, I always share her kind of interesting element in our sneak peeks, but I didn't do that this time. But take a look at this. This is called Smile Today. Isn't that beautiful? And of course it comes in the Stamp and Die bundle as well. Stamp and Die bundle. But look at this cool element. Oh my gosh, that's going to make a fantastic background. And daffodils are always popular in spring. It's the perfect springtime set. So I'm not going to tell you any more about this set. I'm going to let Lisa do it herself. So let's welcome her to the program, Lisa Hetrick.
Hi friends, it's Lisa Hetrick. Hi Gina, hi Tom. Hello everyone. Welcome to tonight's release party. I'm super excited to be here tonight. Thank you so much for inviting me into your homes tonight. I have a brand new stamp set to share called Smile Today. I'm super excited to share it. So let's dive in and take a peek. Okay, friends, here is the stamp set and here is the coordinating die set. And there's a little something I'd like to share with you. With tonight's release and with all of the new releases coming, you can get the stamp set and the die set as a bundle. So you can buy the stamp set by itself, or you can buy the stamp set and the die set as a bundle. It's something new that Gina is starting, and it's super exciting. So let's dive in and take a peek at all of the elements in the stamp set. I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to look at the inspiration, and I'm going to talk about a few other things. Okay, friends, let's go ahead and take a peek at the stamp set. Let me just move this. We've got our coordinating die set. So here are all of the elements in this stamp set. Now I wanted to do a spring flower this time, and it was inspired by this painting that I did that I was just playing around on a Sunday afternoon, and I wanted to kind of create a daffodil or just a spring flower and kind of do a really fun background. So I just kind of kept playing around and playing around till I kind of got to this kind of look and feel in my watercolor project. And I was like, holy smokes, I really, really loved the way it came out. And I was like, let's see if we can make that into a stamp so that everyone could enjoy it. So that's what happened. And that's how I ended up creating this super fun stamp set. Okay, so we've got this big honkin' floral piece. That's a daffodil with a little bit of the daffodils going in opposite directions and opening. And I've got that little tiny heart that I put in there just for some fun and a little bit of whimsy. And we've got some two-step stamping options here with this daffodil so that you can stamp in the color as you see fit. You can do different colors. You can also, that piece of leafery right there can be inked up or colored. So lots of options. And what I really like about having the silhouette versions of the flowers or the floral elements that I create is that you can also use these solids by themselves and you can die cut them out. And I'm going to show you some examples of that. I like to create those in my stamp sets for you because you can create patterns with them and you have lots of other options for using your flowers. If you don't like to color in flowers, or if you do like the two-step stamping. So you've got lots of different options. Okay, I've got a little bit of leafery in this set, and I have another little bloom just to add some more detail. And then I've got this big honkin' element here, which is a diamond-shaped background that's just really, really fun to use. And I've got the sentiment here called, I hope this makes you smile today. So this is what it looks like on the stamp set. So it might not be a ton of stamps, but look at these two big honkin' stamps in the set. Super, super fun. And we've got dies. I've got that big honkin' die to be able to cut out that entire element. And then some smaller dies to be able to cut these pieces out individually, which is really, really nice. So that's what I meant about you being able to use the elements interchangeably as a two-step stamping option, or you can use them as separate options. I also have the die for the leafery bits, and we've got the die for the sentiment, which is super fun. And then we have this really fun backgrounder. Okay. Let's dive in and take a look at the inspiration. Okay, this card is super fun. I've used the background and I've also done some watercoloring. I've cut that entire piece out so that you can have some fun with that. This is a really, really fun sentiment that's coming out tonight in a brand new sentiment set called Wishing You a Journey, Paved with Joy. I just love that sentiment. Thought it was super inspirational. Okay. Here is my next card I wanted to share with you. And I did a little bit of masking with this card and did our background, that diamond background, to just kind of create this really nice abstract look, but also have that beautiful flower just kind of watercolored in. I just love that. No sentiment on the front yet. I think I'm going to put a sentiment on the inside. Now here's an example of a card. Looks like I got a little something there. A little example of a card where I used that floral just by itself. Use that little bloom by itself. And you could easily change out the colors. I know it's a daffodil. Daffodils are bellflowers. So they're absolutely beautiful. You could change out the color and just kind of make it look like a different kind of flower to match whatever it is that you're doing in your paper crafting project. Love this. And I love this sentiment. I hope this makes you smile today. So super simple, clean card. Use some fresh asparagus to just kind of go along with that beautiful green that we've got going in the leafery. Love it. Okay. Now, here is a prime example of what I was talking about using the silhouette images. Here they are die cut. They're stamped into a beautiful cascade pattern, kind of going off of the card. And then I highlighted a few of them in some sweet corn, wild dandelion, and sweet mango. Nope, that's tangerine. And just did a little tiny leafery element here with the sentiment just to kind of bring it all together in the design. Super, super simple. Okay, here is the next example that I had to share with you. And this is where I did some two-step stamping combined with a little bit of Copic coloring and did a little masking off to do my background. I really kind of digging it. Super simple, easy coloring. Love this project. Oh, this card, oops, it's a blank. This card, I think that this card is my favorite. I think it's my favorite. I absolutely love it. I did a little bit of Copic coloring. I haven't done some Copic coloring in a while. And I did a little bit of Copic marker coloring. And then I just love that. I hope this makes you smile today. Die cut out. Look at that organic shape. How fun is that? I absolutely love that. Okay, now, as with all of my stamp sets, I've got a brand new card idea sheet with 8 card ideas for you. You can pick this up in the Gina K Designs Facebook group, or you can head over to my website at indigojadeart.com, click on the free downloads link, and boom, shampoo, it's there. Okay, friends, thank you so much for letting me come into your homes tonight to share my inspiration and share my brand new stamp set called Smile Today. I will be going live this Thursday at 11 a.m. with a brand new card tutorial and a little bit of mashup with this stamp set and something else in my collection. I'm not sure what that's going to be yet, but it's going to be super, super fun. So I hope that you can join me on my YouTube channel at 11 a.m. this Thursday. Okay, friends, have a great night. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the release party. And I'll see you on Thursday with a brand new card tutorial. Thanks so much, friends. See you later.
Lisa, those cards were absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for sharing all that inspiration. I'm telling you, I love the vibrant colors that Lisa uses, and she uses color combinations that I need to use more. Lisa, I'm going to case some of your color combinations for sure. Gorgeous cards, a fantastic set, and it's now available in the What's New category at ginakdesigns.com. Thank you, Lisa. Well, I wanted to do a little bit of housekeeping before we bring in our next illustrator. The first thing I wanted to tell you is it sounds to me like a few of you weren't in our Facebook group today when we made a major announcement about the Modern Floral Bundle. It still isn't here. That's why it sold out so fast, because we only had a few leftovers from whatever was left over from our it's called like our buffers, you know, stuff that we hold on to in case kits don't make it to where they need to get to. So we didn't have that many. That's why it sold out so quickly. So hang in there. Those things haven't come in yet, but they are just around the corner, and we will put them in probably by mid-month in April, couple weeks, and that will be back in stock. We did use the wait list to order all of those. However, you know, it's really hard for us to gauge how much time something is going to take. And even when we know how much time something is supposed to take, it doesn't always work out. So that's why that went out of stock. It's not that you missed it. It just didn't come back in yet, and there was only a handful. Okay, and the other thing I wanted to share with you is our brand new incentive. I usually start every show with that, and I saw somebody say, what's the incentive? So let's take a peek at it. This is the brand new Birthday Sparkle, and I love this stamp set so much. It's got these big, bold birthday greetings, and all of these little sparkles that you can stamp randomly on your card. You can emboss them. If you stamp them with embossing powder, you can also put foil on top and run it through your fuse. I did a video on that a while ago on how to foil your stamps, so you can make them sparkle. with gold and silver embossing powder. You can put gems in the center of them. It is so much fun. And there is a coordinating die set available that you can pick up separately. That is in the What's New category. So if you pick up this die set, it will coordinate with your incentive set. Now, the incentive set is yours free with any $75 product purchase. So you have to purchase $75 US in product, and then this automatically ships to you. We have our wonderful Karen who works in that department, and she actually touches every single one of the thousands of orders that we get during a release, and she makes sure that it qualifies, and when it does, she staples this right to your invoice. So even if you don't see it in your box, make sure you grab your invoice because it's stapled to the top of your invoice to make sure you know that you got your incentive. Birthday Sparkle is an amazing set, and it coordinates with so much, including the stamp set that our next illustrator that is waiting in the wings created for us this month. That is Deborah Warner, and let me show you her. Here it is. This is her beautiful new On the Inside birthday set. And Deborah Warner always comes up with these fantastic sets that are just must-have basics, you know? Look at all of the birthday sentiments you get with this. There are so many in here, and you can see how fun the incentive set works with that. So you have the nice big bold greeting for the outside, and then you have all these different ways to add a greeting on the inside. So without further ado, let's welcome Debbie to the program. Let's welcome her, Deborah Warner.
Hi, Gina and Tom. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us for our March 2024 release party. And Gina and Tom, as always, thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be here and be part of this fun release. This release is really all about birthdays, and I know Gina has a lot to share with you, and you're actually going to see some of the new stamp sets tonight because my stamp set focuses on the inside of birthday cards. It is called On the Inside Birthday. Has lots of greetings for the inside, a few small images, some packages, and some candles that can be used on the inside, on the outside, on your envelope. So let's get started telling you a little bit about these. I had fun creating these because I wanted to do some of them a little different. So some of them have a fun spin to them, and some of them are for children because I know sometimes we're really looking for those. So let me read these to you. So I have You Don't Look a Day Over Fabulous, sending you warmest wishes on your special day. Blessings on your special day. A true friend always remembers your birthday and never remembers your age. Wishing you a year filled with fun and adventure. And just like that, another birthday. Hope your day is extra special. May all your wishes come true. Cheers, celebrate your birthday. You keep getting better with age. I'm so glad your mother gave birth to you. I also have happy birthday to a super amazing kid. Don't count the candles, count your blessings. Eat the piece of cake. Heck, it's your birthday. Eat the whole cake. I also have your cute and adorable happy birthday kiddo. And then I have you're not special because it's your birthday. You're special because you're you. I also have two just greetings that say happy birthday. One is a fairly large one right here. And then I do have a smaller one down here. It seems like I never have the right size, so I always like to add a few of those as well. So let's get started looking at my samples. Okay, you can see them behind me, but let me go to my overhead. And I'm really not going to focus much on the outside of the cards. I'm going to focus more on the inside of my cards because that's what my stamp set is all about, on the inside of birthday cards. So let's get started.
On my first sample this evening, I used our brand new Perfect Poppies stencil. I used our lattice embossing folder, and I cut that greeting out with Master Layouts 11. I love the inside. What I did is I used that stencil again, and I just masked off all but one of the flowers, and I absolutely love the way that turned out. On my second example here, I used Melanie's new set called Life is Sweet. The fizzy stencil, and I used my color pencils to go ahead and color that piece of birthday pie in, and I did round the corners. As you notice, I also rounded the corners on my inside panel so that they coordinate and go together. On this card, I used another one of our brand new stencil called Bold Balloons and a black gel pen to draw in the strings for the balloons. I also used our layered confetti stencil, and then the happy birthday is one of the dies that came with our die cutting machine. That die set, I believe, is called Let's Get Started. On the inside, I also stenciled a balloon so that it coordinated with the outside of the card. On this card, I used another new stamp set called Ornate Spring. Botanical duos and foliage fillers helped me out with this one. If you look close, you can see some vellum in there. I also used some black and white twine. That happy birthday is from On the Inside Birthday. I coordinated the inside with the outside by matching the color of ink to the cardstock, and that is key lime. On this fun birthday card, I used the ice cream cone images from Ice Cream Social, which is a new stamp set coming out this evening. I also used our fizzy stencil again because I love it so much. That's not white cardstock or ivory. It's actually barely there. And I did want to showcase that strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla cone. So I did also use that same stamp set on the inside to coordinate. And I did cut that out with Master Layouts 4 for the inside panel as well as the outside panel. On this birthday card, I used our Spring Blooms die set. Celebrate Your Big Birthday is from my stamp set called Big Birthday, and you can probably recognize Harvest Flourish in the background. Love that stencil. I kept the inside very simple. Just went ahead and stamped in that one greeting that reads, "You don't look a day over fabulous." On this card, I used yet another new stencil. It is called Layered Candles. The stencil actually does have 10 candles on it. However, my grandson's turning 9, so I masked one of the candles off, and I just went ahead and used 9 of them. That greeting is from, I believe, our incentive. It is called Birthday Sparks. And on the inside, happy birthday to a super amazing kid. And the little candle on the inside of the card is from my new stamp set as well. I enjoy that stencil so much. I had to use it on a tag. And you know, I always have to make at least one tag. And I thought the candles went really well with the inside greeting I have that says, "Don't count the candles, count your blessings." So I went ahead and stamped that on some blue cardstock and then white embossed it. And then I cut it out and used a paper punch just to make a hole so I could add it to my tag. Hope you enjoy it.
I hope you enjoyed my samples and found them inspirational. I have to say, this was my favorite card this time. And it is because I love pink and brown. I love that fizzy stencil. I love this new big happy birthday greeting. And I love the way the inside turned out. So this is my favorite this time. I also really liked this one as well. And that greeting is from my stamp set called Big Birthday. So thank you all for joining us tonight. I can't wait to see your cards and share the inside so I get to see what you do with the new stamp set called On the Inside. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I always enjoy these release parties, and I love joining the release party online. I do it on Facebook so then I can watch all the comments. So talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Debbie, those cards were absolutely adorable. And when I saw this stamp set go into our illustrators group, Oh my gosh, I let out a little squeal because I knew that my whole kit and everything is all focused on celebrations and birthdays. And we had so many other stamp sets that are working perfectly with it. So this whole release is just blowing me away. And Debbie, your stamp set is the perfect addition for on the inside. Yes, make sure that you share your card samples with us. If you post them on Instagram, make sure you tag us at Gina K Designs. Also, if you post on Facebook, share them in our group. If you're not part of our group, join us at Gina K Designs and Stamp TV Friends. We would love to have you. Now, our next illustrator waiting in the wings, well, her stamp set is perfect for birthdays too, and it's very different than anything that I have coming, and also from what you've already seen. This is a really cool set by Melanie Muenchinger, and it is called Life is Sweet. So she's got these cupcakes that you can decorate in all different ways. She's got a piece of pie, which I just love because, you know, pie, you don't get a lot of pie stamps out there. And if I asked Tom if he'd rather have a cupcake or pie, I know what he'd say. What would you say, Tom? Would you say cake or pie?
I would stay for a piece of pie.
Yes. Yes, for sure. So, Melanie's going to tell you all about this stamp set. It is available as a stamp and die bundle as well. And somebody was asking, do you get the magnets inside the stamp and die bundles? Yes, you do. That magnet is in there. This is a nice thick bundle with the magnet. We didn't skimp out on these bundles. But it's just a lot more convenient for us. It's more convenient to order it this way, and it is just a hair cheaper. Not a lot, but just a hair cheaper because we rounded down a bit from what it would have really cost. Okay, so I can't wait to see what she's done because she always blows us away. So let's welcome her to the program, the amazing Melanie Muenchinger.
Hey everyone, Melanie Muenchinger here, illustrator for Gina K Designs. Thank you so much for joining us for our March release party. I am thrilled to be sharing my newest set from Gina K Designs, Life is Sweet. I love desserts, I love baking, so I am all about this set. It's completely different from anything that I have done before or anything that we have in our catalog. So I am excited to share all my samples with you tonight and just to jump right in and tell you about all of these new images that you're going to enjoy playing with. Pardon my voice, I am a little bit sick right now, but this didn't stop me from making a bunch of really fun cards for you. So Life is Sweet is a cake that's got pie, cupcakes, and muffins, and you are going to love all of the different frostings, the little toppings and embellishments that you can put on, the candles, and this really fun and versatile plate and fork. I'm going to go ahead and read you the greetings really quick. I've got, hope your day is as sweet as you. Thanks for being so sweet. Wish I was there to celebrate with you. You deserve the best on your big day. Happy birthday. You're so sweet. Love you very much. And then I've got hey, which will go with muffin, cupcake, and sweetie pie. So I just love how you've got some big, chunky, bold greetings that are going to work great for birthday cards, not only on the front of your cards, but then also for the inside. Wonderful sentiments there for making those tags if you like to give bake gifts. And then just things that will work for other days or other occasions or just a happy hello rather than just specifically a birthday. I am also so excited that we have so many fun celebration and event stencils and other stamp sets in our release this time. We never know what's going to be coming out when we submit these sets, so they all work so well together. So I have incorporated a lot of those in my samples. I also want to point out you have got line art stamps here that you can do coloring with, but then you've got a lot of bold stamps here that are going to allow you to just quickly fill these in, and it's going to enable you to make all the different kinds of cakes or frostings that you want. And I'm also, in addition to my tip sheet, I forgot to bring my tip sheet in. It's going to have all these layouts on it, but the tip sheet that I will add to the file section, I'm also going to be sharing some different ink colors that are going to be great for these different pies and fillers and things like that. So let's go ahead and jump into the samples. So the first one that I want to show you is this cute little sweetie pie card. So I've got this on powder blue and red hot cardstock using some of the Master Layouts dies here. So you can see I have got this little piece of pie on the pie plate, and then I added a dollop of whipped cream and one of the cherries. You are going to love the dies if you choose to get the bundle. You've got 17 little dies here, and several of the pieces are put together. So if you want to make the cherry separate, or if you want to have it on the stem, same with the strawberry and the little leafy topper, they're separate, but then they're also put together. Just so easy to assemble these however you like, and then to add little embellishments. I want to point out that in addition to me filling this inside with some red hot and then stamping in the cherries with a masking technique, I have also stamped some of the little tiny flowers that you can use as sprinkles or for backgrounds onto that little plate, and so it just looks like a little china plate. And so I just love that little detail. And then I love the little sweetie pie there. The next card that I want to show you, I used one of the new stencils. This is the Bold Balloons that comes in the Spring Celebration Kit. And I thought that this would be perfect to use with my little sprinkles and this little cupcake that I made to look like a little vanilla cupcake with some little funfetti frosting. So didn't do any coloring here. This is just stamped in the sweet corn, and I rolled the edge of that in a little bit of warm cocoa. Here we've got another one of those cherries. I have used some different Gina K inks to just blend in on that stencil for my little birthday background here. And then I did those same little sprinkles that I stamped them all over here, and that just looks like falling confetti. And then here is my happy birthday greeting. Super fun card. And then I know that y'all like to see what's inside, so here I've got that hope your birthday is as sweet as you are with a little heart. The next one that I want to show you, we are really into pie in our family, and so my husband always picks pie when there's a celebration rather than a cake. So although I did color, or rather illustrate this piece of pie to look like it has a top crust, depending on how you color it, you can also make it look like it has meringues or different layers. So this one I colored it more like a chocolate silk pie with a chocolate crust, and then 2 lighter fillings, different chocolates on there. I added some of the little Jimmy sprinkles in the dark chocolate ink, and I put some on the plate. That's so fun. And then I stamped some down here just to make that background, that Master Layout scallop frame, coordinate. And I've got You Deserve the Best on your big day. And then on the inside, and I think this is such a fun way to bring the outside into your cards, is to then stamp that plate again, but without the dessert. So it looks like someone gobbled it up. And again, I have a few of those little sprinkles, and I put on there, wish I was there to celebrate with you. And so I just love that, just thinking about us getting to eat that dessert together. But when you send it virtually like this, you know, then calories don't count at all. This next one, I wanted to show a different way that you could color the pie. This is for my friend Teresa, who is all about pumpkin pie all year round, not just at Thanksgiving. I wanted to look like this was in a cute little kitchen or a little diner, and so that's why I've got this "Thanks for Being So Sweet" sentiment framed up as if it might be on the wall. And then for the background here, I used the Decorative Duo stencil, and it has a divider in the center, and you've got those 2 textures. So in 2 different colors. I mean, this looks just like a little table with maybe a little wainscot or backsplash there, and then the wallpaper. And this is on honey mustard, and I use the honey mustard and the powdered blue to do my stenciling. Just think that is so fun on this square card. The next one I want to show you one that doesn't have a cupcake or a piece of pie on it, just have some of the berries. So we've got blueberries and strawberries in this set. So I just stamped those into just a very simple heart shape, just freehanded it, but you could also use maybe a stencil or a die just to stamp around, or do a pencil line as a guide. And so I've got that stamped in the red hot, and then the blue denim, and I used the jelly bean for that little leafy topper on the strawberry, and I've got Love You Very Much on there. And then on the inside, I just put Thanks for Being So Sweet, and it's a little bit hard to see in here, but I've got the little strawberries on there tone on tone. So this could be a Valentine, it could be an anniversary, doesn't just have to be for birthdays. The next one that I want to show you here is a lemon and cream cheese cupcake that I've done on some ivory cardstock, and then I've got some of the lemon drop ink right here. And I used this stencil that is also from that new Spring Celebrations kit, these fun layered candles. So they make just the perfect little backdrop here in the ocean mist and Blue Lagoon ink with some of the wild dandelion and the sweet mango ink for the candle toppers. I added in just one little heart from my set on one of those little lit candles, and then I've got my cupcake here and one of my candles in it. So you've got a line art and a bold candle for filling, plus a little flame and the stencil, or excuse me, the dies on that. You've got one that's unlit and one that's lit that are already cut out for you. And then just added just some fun different sprinkles on there with the hearts and the little flowers in the red hot ink. The next one that I want to show you, oh, and I used one of Debbie's new on the inside birthday greetings. That chunky one is just really easy to read, that long greeting going across the candles. Again, I put that wish I was there to celebrate you with the plate and then a few of the little hearts. The next one that I want to show you is using the cute little April showers. And I noticed, and here you have, so first of all, let me just show you. We've got a chocolate strawberry cupcake here. So I've got this in the innocent pink with the line art and the bold fillers on that. And then I love this heart and flower topper that I have in my stamp set. So it's a 2-step stamp. So you can do it in a dark color with a lighter color to fill it, or a light with a darker color to fill it. I'm showing them in 2 different samples tonight, so you're going to see how that's going to look different, just the contrast. But I also noticed that in this set, all these different little pieces really kind of look like those cute little decorative picks that you can put in little party cupcakes. So I thought it would be really fun to just put the little onesie on there, and then I have on there for your shower. So just a real clean and simple card. I drew on a little shadow underneath there, and then just put this on the white Pure Luxury cardstock. The next one that I want to show you, this is using one from our new illustrator. We've got Ice Cream Social here, and so I thought this worked so well. This little awning or tablecloth is perfect for not just ice cream, but for a little bake shop. So I used some of the little streamer pieces, and then that little awning, I thought it would be fun as a little stand or as a little table. And so here's a little chocolate covered strawberry cupcake that I made here. I put on some of those sprinkles again. And then I've got just this stamped in the dark chocolate with another one of my greetings. Super fun card. One of the last cards that I want to show you, I used this really fun birthday sparkle greetings here. So these little stars and twinkles would be fabulous on the little cupcakes as little sprinkles as well. But I used 2 of those bold greetings to make something that looks kind of like a label. And this is my favorite of all time cake or cupcake, red velvet. So we have a family recipe for this, which I love. And so I've got that in the red hot ink. I've got just some nice creamy frosting on top with one of my strawberries. And we've got Happy Birthday to You, Make a Wish. Last thing I want to show you is just a couple little tags that I made because I told you that I have those little greetings there in the set, and I've got some little cute muffins. So for these, I just filled these in with some of the, I believe it was the, it's kind of a golden ink. I think it's the honey mustard. No, I might have colored these. I can't remember. I have to go back and look at my notes. But I've got a chocolate chip one here, and then I've got a blueberry one here, and I just think those are so, so fun. I can't wait to do some baking and make some tags with them. So one I've got made with love on the white, and then I just blended on a little background there. And then on this craft one, these are both little dies that you can get from Gina K, these cute tag dies. And I've got the You're So Sweet on there with some ribbon. So super fun. And then the last little piece that I want to show you is just this cute little shaped card here. So as you can see, and I made it double-sided with the little candle, but I just put this on a little scored piece of white cardstock, and so it'll actually just stand up there on your desk or whatever. My birthday is actually next week, so I think I might just kind of keep this and just, it's just kind of a fun way to feel like it's my birthday all the time. But I've got that stamped in the innocent pink for the frosting, and then the dark chocolate in there for those different little heart and flower sprinkles. And then same thing for the top of that cupcake, the dark chocolate, and the bottom of this is warm cocoa. Darn, I really wish that I'd brought in my inspiration sheet to show you, but as always, it's got 7 or 8 layouts on it that you have already seen in these cards tonight, so you can reference those, and it's going to be really easy for you to go back and recreate these cards. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and letting me tell you about my set. I'm sorry again for my voice, but hopefully it'll be gone soon. I can't wait to see all the things that our fabulous guest designers and illustrators are going to be doing with these stamps, and what all of you are going to make. So I hope you'll throw it in your cart tonight. I hope you love it as much as I do. Thanks so much for joining us. Bye.
Wow, Melanie, that was amazing. Just card after card after card. Is anybody here like really hungry for dessert right now? I could really use a cupcake or a muffin or a piece of pie. I love that set. Life is sweet. Melanie, you're sweet. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your inspiration. Now, both Melanie and Lisa do inspiration sheets for their stamp sets, and they do share them in our Facebook group. So if you're not part of our Facebook group, come on over and join. We've got a huge file section full of all kinds of freebies over there. And they both share all different kinds of inspiration. And Melanie's inspiration is always great, just like Lisa's. I'll tell you, it couldn't be a more perfect combination of stamp sets. And you know, as crafters, birthday cards are the #1 card that card makers make, because everybody has a birthday, and it is just a great way to stay in touch with people and just let them know that you're thinking about them. So that's a great set, Melanie. Thank you so much. Okay, now I want to show you a couple of other sets that I have coming out. And actually, one of them is by my daughter, Rena. Actually, 2 of them are by Rena tonight. But the first one is a tiny one, and this is by my daughter, Rena. So this is called New Beginnings. And you're going to see why she designed this set the way that she did, because this coordinates with our kit, and one of the stamp sets in the kit is Rena's. So, Rena, I don't know if you're watching still, but Rena was in the chat on Facebook, and I'm not sure if she's on YouTube, but I said, hey, jump in on YouTube if you can. But there she is. Hey, Rena. She's definitely on Facebook. So this set is called New Beginnings, and this is a fantastic greeting set for spring celebrations, for any celebrations, really. And I love what she did here, because she made some specific, like Here Comes the Bride and For Your Shower. That's a little more specific, but also a new chapter begins, may your story be enchanting. That could be used for a retirement or for somebody that's moving to a new place or starting a new job. Congratulations on your next big step. The best time for a new beginning is now. Wishing you a journey paved with joy. Congratulations on your little bundle of joy. So you can see these are all new beginnings, and they're perfect for, graduations, right? A lot of kids are going to be graduating and getting ready to make their next big step, their college or their first job. Very exciting. So I love this set, Rena. Thank you for doing this, and I love that it's a mini set, because Debbie's birthday set is great because we make 1 million birthday cards. But every once in a while, we need that retirement card. We need that graduation card. We need that baby shower card or that wedding card. Not quite as often as birthday, but we need that little taste, that little greeting. And this is the perfect size for that. So this is called New Beginnings, and it's available now in our What's New category. Now, I have a new set coming out tonight too, along with the kit, and this is called Postcards and More. Now this one I really love. Check out Mindy Egan tonight, because Mindy sent me a couple of cards that she made. I don't know if she's sharing that video tonight or the cards online. I'm sure she is, but oh my goodness, she made postcards that are unbelievable. So when you look at this at first, you might be like, what is that? Well, the T is what goes on a postcard right in the middle, and that divides the lines that you write the address on and the lines that you write your message on. So you stamp the T. I'm sorry, my hair's falling out tonight. You stamp the T in the middle of your card, and then you can decorate it. You put postcard on top, and then you can decorate it with, you know, this very distressed post office seal. Here's a little cancel, very distressed. We've got for airmail, we've got a lot of different greetings here that are different than the ones that we released last month. This font is different. It's a fancier font for first class and forever. So those are a little bit different. The other ones were a little bit more straight up and down. These are have a little more flair to them. Special delivery. That's so cute if you're using it for a baby, right? And then we have forever, like the forever stamp, but we've added and always. So you can do one stamp with forever and one and always and make a wedding card out of that. Then it's got airmail. It's got a small forever. It's got with love. Sorry about that. Handmade. And then it's got 30 cents, 5 cents, and 60 cents. They're all different values than the other set because I wanted to make sure you had different things in here. So we are definitely going to be making postcards. In fact, Mindy and I were brainstorming about maybe doing a live together and doing some postcards for you. So we'll see. I might have to strong arm her into doing that, but no, I don't. She's so awesome. So Postcards and More is now available. And this kind of segues into the next thing I want to show you. And then we're going to get to the kit. And then we're going to get to Rena's stamp set. So hang in there. But the next thing that I want to show you is our brand new Master Layouts 15. Now this one is postage as well, but it's different because the other one was like an A2 or a little bit smaller than an A2 grid. This is different. This will work with your mini slimline cards. It will work for A2 cards where you just want a couple of stamps on there. Well, I cut them all out, so I want to show you what they look like cut out and how they work. So here is what they look like. And let me pull the die set out because I have one right here in my little package. Okay, so you get this grid that's 3 across, okay? So you can do them this way or you can do them this way. So if you were doing them on a mini slimline card, you might want to do them in this direction. Here's a mini slimline card, and this is our Master Layouts 7 die set that makes a mini slimline, and you can just do the 3 going down the center. Super easy to do. You can also turn it this way and do a nice little money gift, right? Wouldn't that be perfect for like a little money gift? You can also bump this up a hair, just up a little bit on your mini slimline card, and then you can use these skinny greetings underneath. So if you're making a graduation card, you could maybe do some different cute little images in here, and then underneath you could, you know, the best time for a new beginning is now, or congratulations on the next big step, wishing you a journey paved with joy. You could put those underneath there. So that's if you're doing mini slimline, right? But if you're doing A2, you can also go down the side of the card like this, or you can turn it this way and put a big bold greeting here. You can slide it down more toward the middle. It's just a fun way to do a little bit less postage, but still have those 3 blocks. Now, these 3 blocks are very cool because they do coordinate with the kit. In fact, all of our postage stamps coordinate with the kit and postage dies. Now, this is what this looks like cut out, and you can see I backed it on this piece of Lucky Clover using this die. So that's what these 2 dies look like when assembled. This one, I'll tell you about in a minute, but this one down here is this single postage stamp, and it's got this layer on the back that makes it look like that. Now, these are different than our original postage set that we came out with a few years ago because this one has the addition of all that cute stitching. All right. Now we've got a round postage stamp, and this is really cute. I love this. I feel like it would be cute to put the stork that you're going to see in here, and then use that little special delivery, but maybe curve it on an acrylic block so that you can stamp it kind of going around, because you can curve clear stamps on your block. And you could do a little special delivery in there. It would be so cute. That's what these two look like when they're cut out together. Now this one is actually this. So you cut one of these and you cut 4 of these. And that fits in there to give you the square or the rectangle grid of 4. But you can also cut this in half and just do 2. You know, so you could cut it this way and just do 2. So it gives you the option to do 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can go with the full postage grid from Master Layouts 14. So this is what this die set looks like. Now we've got a coordinating stencil for this, so you can stencil in the little, you know, the shading in there. This fits on the round one, this fits on this one, and these 3 across line up perfectly with these 3 to make it very easy. Having lots of options. Yes, I see Rena saying I love having options. I love having options too, and I think that this die set works great. Now I will show you one little card that I made, just a quick sneak peek of a card. I used some of the products from the new kit to make this card, and it's just a mini slimline. I used one of the new stencils. I cut it out and I put some of the little Forever, the 30 cents, the 60 cents, and that's just a quick little mini slimline. You'd like to see this in comparison with Master Layouts? Okay, I have that. So this is Master Layouts 14, so you can see it in comparison to Master Layouts 14. This is a cheaper die set than 14 because you can see it's got less metal. But you can see they're very different the way they work together. So this is the grid from Master Layouts 14. This is your own grid that you can create. And what's fun about this too is you can leave one of these off. So if you want to put a nice greeting in there, you could just have 3 blocks and then stamp a nice chunky stacked kind of greeting right in there. So Master Layouts 14 is this, Master Layouts 15 is this. So I hope that that helps you see the differences. But you know, the postage stuff, you get it all together, it's so much fun. I've been having a blast with it and I'm getting kind of addicted to it. Okay, now, one of the things that you guys have been waiting for is our brand new kit, and I'm so excited about this one. I'm really excited. I know you've seen a lot of it already with our illustrators, but allow me to introduce it to you. Okay, so this is the Spring Celebrations card kit. It is packed with stuff. Look at all these dies down here. Look how tiny I had to make them to fit on this. There's so many of them. So you've got this gorgeous 6x8 stamp set called Ornate Spring. So let me pull all these out, okay? Pull everything out of here. Shelly packs these all so beautifully, but I gotta rip it all apart here. Okay, we'll get the box out of the way. So you've got this gorgeous ornate spring, and if this doesn't give you a little bit of holiday tapestry vibes, but it's very different than holiday tapestry, but think of all of the cool techniques that you can do with this. Look at this gorgeous big stamp. And that's what I used on the background of this card here. So you can see that I just stamped that in soft stone. It is absolutely a beautiful stamp. And then you've got this beautiful butterfly. I don't think I've seen one like this before with these real long parts. And then you've got this image and this image, which work together to create kind of a silhouette. I did make a card with that one last. I was stamping until like 1:30 in the morning. I made this card, just a very simple card with a little bit of ink blending, and just used these two because we all know how much I love my silhouette stamps, and I know you guys do too. And I used the birthday wishes greeting. This is a quick and easy, simple card, and I just thought I'd throw it together. But that is the Ornate Spring. It's got congratulations to you, with love, birthday wishes, hello lovely, and thinking of you. And then all of these nice, bold images. Now, the reason why I did these 2 flowers and this one right here, because they fit in the wreath builder. So if you're still making your beautiful wreaths, these are perfect images for your wreath builder. Now, here is Rena's new set. This is called April Showers. It's so cute. April Showers, and it's got everything that you would need for any kind of shower. It's got stuff for baby showers. It's got stuff for bridal showers. It's got stuff for rainy day showers, right? It's got everything. It's so cute. I love this whole concept. When she told me she wanted to do something with showers, and she was saying, oh, you know, because she's in more of that age group where some of her friends are starting to have babies, and, you know, a lot of her friends are getting married, and she needs these kinds of stamps for bridal showers and baby showers and stuff like that. And then she said, but let's add some gardening things in there too, and it'll just be called April Showers, and it will have something for every kind of shower. I just love it. Now, all of these little images are going to fit inside of your little postage stamps. So you're going to be able to create all kinds of cute postage cards with these. Okay, they fit really nicely in there. And some of them, like this one, fits sideways, so you would use it that way. Okay, and then these greetings are nice and chunky too. Remember when I said you could leave one of these off and stamp a chunky greeting? I'm talking about greetings that are chunky like this. Save the date if you wanted to make a little invitation, or April Showers, bring May flowers, and then maybe have the umbrella and the rain boot and the little flowers. So you can see how you can use these with this postage set. But you don't have to use them with the postage set if you're not into postage cards, because these are adorable images that you can use for anything. So let me show you another card that I made here with this set. Look how cute this is, a little wedding card. I used her New Beginnings stamp set too. A new chapter begins, may your story be enchanting. And then I used the little bride and groom. I put a little sequin on the side of her dress to give it some bling. And then I used this stamp set, that's the Ornate Spring stamp set, to create this background. So all I did was stamp it and flipped it and stamped it again, embossed it with white embossing powder, and then I just used powder blue. I don't know, I was in a blue mood. This could be innocent pink, it could be any color you want, but I thought powder blue would be really pretty. I just did some ink blending to create some color. Then I cut it out right in the center with Master Layouts 2, cut a black panel, and then I laid the shell, the little frame that was left, onto my A2 white note card. And then I popped this panel up on top. So I was able to use all of that and give it a little bit of dimension. Then I cut this one out of Master Layouts, Master Layouts 7, the mini slimline one. That's this image right here. I cut a little box out. I stamped A New Chapter Begins, May Your Story Be Enchanting, and cut that out with the Master Layouts 2 tag. And then I just popped the little groom and bride and just added a tiny little bit of Copic marker in that same powdery blue just along the outside to make it kind of glow. I still wanted them to look like they were wearing white, but I wanted it to match with the powder blue. So you can see, like, you can do all kinds of cute little cards like this where you don't even have to use the postage stuff, but it is fun to be able to do something like this, and I thought that was a fun little wedding card. I am enthralled with this stamp set, and I gotta tell you, I have a surprise. Have to tell you a surprise. Rena is gonna be here on Thursday with me and Tom. She's gonna join us for our Thursday Crafternoon Live, and we're gonna use her new April Showers stamp set. We might make a postage card, we might not, because we might use her New Beginnings. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'm so excited to have her back in the studio with me making cards. We're gonna have a great time, and you're gonna see a lot of that. Now, this stamp set is a stamp and die bundle, so it already comes packaged. It's got the magnet in there. This one doesn't have a die set with it because these images, I'm gonna be doing techniques with these, and you're not going to need a die set for this because we're going to be doing some resist techniques and all kinds of watercolory things with this. We're going to have some fun. Now, these are the two big stamps and that huge die bundle. I'm telling you, when you pick this up, it's heavy. It's got a lot of dies in it. I think this kit weighs more than any of our kits. Now, this time we did 3 layering stencils. Well, we did 3 stencils. They do layer, but the balloons is a single one. I'm going to start with this one. This one was designed by my daughter, Alicia. She designed a poppy layered stencil for us. It is called Perfect Poppies, and it's just beautiful. You saw it in the first card. You're going to see it in Mindy Egan's video tonight, and you're going to see this a lot more because I want to do some full-blown poppy designs. This is just a beautiful layered stencil. It actually has, how many pieces does it have? It has 4 pieces, so it's a 4-piece layering stencil. You have the large flower and then the detail flower, then you have the green stems, and then you've got a stencil that will fill in the centers of the poppies. You could do them in yellow, you can do them in black, you can do them any way you want, but I'll be making more cards with this. Then we have this, which you saw Debbie use it and Melanie use it. This is our Layered Candles stencil. This is a 2-piece stencil, and you can make some really fun cards with this one. And I thought I'd make a card with this one tonight. I'm going to show you how I made my card in a little bit, and I'll show you the card that I actually made too. Here is the card that I made. I made this last night. I just whipped this up in no time at all. And what I love about this stencil is this is a unisex stencil. This is good for anybody. This is good for grandpa. This is good for the 5-year-old. This is good for every single person on your card making list. So when you come up to that card and you're like, oh no, it's so-and-so's birthday. I've got flowers. That's not going to work. Grab this stencil and make a birthday card with it. It is so much fun. And I used the greeting from the incentive set because I know you're going to qualify for that incentive set, right? So I wanted to make sure that I showed you how nice and big and bold that is. And I did cut it out with the die set that you can pick up separately. And I popped it up, and then I just added some little metallic pearls in there. But isn't that fun? You can make them so colorful and so bright, or you can make them very pastel and very like girly. Do them in Rena's colors, pink and yellow and baby blue, or you could do them in fun, bold primary colors. So this is one of my favorite stencils ever, and I know you're going to have fun with it. You can also use that second layer, which is the stripes and the polka dots and these stripes, with your glitz glitter gel. You can emboss through it using a sponge dauber, and then you can use gold or silver embossing powder to make it shine. You can use deco foil transfer gel and then foil over it to make it shine. So lots of ways. And I mean, I feel like we could do a whole hour just with this stencil, and I will. Okay. Now that is the layered candles. Now we've got this fun balloon stencil. Now this creates the little shine element that are on balloons, but you don't have to use it if you don't want it, but I put a couple of different sizes of them in there so that they work a little bit better with the balloons. I want to show you 2 balloon cards that I made with this. The first one, I just went wild with all kinds of rainbow colors. And again, I used that another bold happy birthday from the Birthday Sparkle incentive set. Let me grab that again so you can see that. This is the incentive set. So I used this on this, and I also used this on this, just so you can see how it works together. But I mixed colors that you're not even supposed to mix together, and I still feel like it looked really cool. And I love ink blending this kind of thing because you can get that shading in there that gives them that rounded dimension by keeping them a little bit lighter in the center. And when you mix the colors together, you kind of get the feel of what that yellow balloon would look like if it was in front of that turquoise balloon. It would have that greenish look about it when they blend together. And then I decided to make one in more Rena colors because I thought this is really cool for a boy, right? Cool for a boy. How about for this for a girl? Isn't that fun? In the pinks and the oranges and the yellows. And I used this birthday greeting for that. and I used some of the pink and yellow pearls from our rainbow pearl mix. I used rainbow pearl mix here. Guys, I am so in love with this kit. I can't even tell you. I made all of these cards last night. I just couldn't stop. I was just going to make one or two, and at 1:30 in the morning, I thought, oh my gosh, I better go to bed because I've got a release party tomorrow night. So this is what's in this kit. Now, layering stencils, you know, they can be kind of pricey. To get 2 full layering stencils and then the additional stencil, this huge 6x8 stamp set with all of these dies in it, and then this additional 6x8 that we're going to have a lot of fun with too. This is a great value. When this all gets broken up, it's going to be a pretty pricey kit, you know, the a la carte. But again, we haven't raised our kit prices in a really long time. I hope I don't have to, but I would say grab this kit while you can, because look at this, and look at your index sheet. It gives you all the colors, and this time I did the stencils how they're supposed to look when they're colored, and you can see the shine element. Let me zoom in on that, Tom, so that they can see that. So what I would do is I would stencil it, and then I would take a little white pigment ink and just do that. Or you can actually put the stencil up against it and just color it in with a gel pen to add that white. And if you're nervous about getting the right shape, just put the stencil on and just color in the stencil. Okay. No, we don't plan on, we're not raising our kit prices. As long as we can, I won't raise our kit prices. I can't say forever though, the way prices have been going up on us. But I'll tell you, it's a great value. All of this for $59.95. I'm sorry, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. Okay, so shall we play with the candles? I have my candles over here. Let me grab them. I have my little travel bag that I go back and forth with. Did I bring them? Oh, I hope I did. Oh, yes, I must have. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I did. Okay. So here is my candle stencil. I don't want to open a brand new one. And let me get my little birthday set. And I'm going to get my dies so I can cut that out. Okay. Let's play. Yes. All right. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this stencil, and also to do it in a way where, remember, it's only 2 layers. So you saw Debbie's card. It was a Debbie's card or Melanie's card. It was one of them. I think it was Debbie's card, where she did ink blending. So she did like one color, and then she did another color going up, and then she did a final color going up, and then she laid the second stencil, and she did that same gradient. I'm going to show you how to do the separate colors like I did on this, and how easy it is to do that, okay? So I'm going to get a piece of white cardstock here, and I'm going to cut it out into, let me just get it into a 1/4 sheet, and then I'm going to cut it with my master layouts here. So Rena, I cannot wait until you come. If you're still out there, thank you so much, Rena and Alicia, for always, you know, contributing to the family, doing your art for the family. I love it so much. Your ideas are so inspirational, and it's always fun to be able to put all the K family into one kit. I mean, it's so much fun to have my stuff in here, to have Rena's stuff in here, to have Alicia's stuff in here. I just love it. Okay, so I am going to cut this out using Master Layouts 2. The Krupski Family Kit. Maybe we should call it that, Tom. Okay, so I'm cutting a Master Layouts 2 die. I know I use this one a lot, but I really, really like that stitched edge. And you can also use Master Layouts 14 now to get the stitched edge for Master Layouts 1 size. So we've got that cut out. Tom's contribution? Where's Tom's contribution? Well, Tom, where is your contribution for the kit?
Behind the scenes. Way behind the scenes. Dead space, back room. contribution.
Tom's contribution is the word of the day. That's what we need, is the comic relief. We absolutely need that. So I'm cutting the black panel out of Master Layouts to the plain rectangle. Oh my goodness. I'm tired tonight. Do you ever have some of those all-night stampings? Tell me, raise your hand if you stamp all night long. I do. When I get on a roll, I get obsessed with it, and I like, it's just one idea after another, after another, after another, and I can't go to bed. Tom keeps all the girls in line, right, Tom? Poor Tom.
Is that a joke?
It is a joke. Definitely a joke. No. Tom just walks in, shakes his head, and leaves. Too many girls. We always said, even my dad was like that. He had only daughters, and then even the girl was a dog. And when we got our little Teddy, she was a girl too. And I said, oh my gosh, Tom, you are following in my dad's footsteps. Even the dog is a girl. You just are surrounded by women. All right, I'm just putting a little piece of tape back here just to hold that down in place. Now we're going to start. I want to tell you about this stencil because I don't want anybody to call and say that it's a mistake, because it isn't. It was an afterthought. Okay, so I designed this, right? And you can see that it's got these little circle things, right, that kind of leave white space. And I thought, that's cool. If you want it to look more graphic, you can just use this layer and it'll kind of like bevel in and just leave white space. But then when I did this layer, I thought, I'm going to add one more dot. See, you're not alone, Tom. I'm going to add one more dot just because I wanted the dots to go down a little bit further for the second layer, if you wanted to add the second layer. It's fine because the second layer of these stencils is always darker and it works perfectly fine. But if you don't want to do that, we decided not to do a dot in the center. And here's why. We couldn't do a dot in the center because let me explain how the stencil works. This is all cut with a laser, right? Now this whole piece fell out, so there's no place in here to cut this center dot. Does that make sense? You can't cut a center dot right here, but when you're stenciling that second layer, I felt like I wanted a center dot in there. So I added it onto the second layer. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, I just want to make sure that you guys know that, because I know somebody will call and tell customer service that the dot is missing in here, and then they'll come to me and I'll say, we can't have a dot in there because there's nothing there to cut a dot out of. All right, so let's start with this stencil. Now, I'm going to put this down just a little bit here. And you know what? I'm going to do it the way I did my other one here because I love the way it turned out. I am going to use some Masking Magic strips around the outside. I just have to. It only takes a second to put these on, and I love how it creates that border. So I think we should do, we did one in blues and greens and purples, and I think we should do one in pinks and oranges and maybe yellows to match the balloon one. This way you can see it in two colors. Okay, so again, I am just going around the perimeter here. Okay. Now, normally when I do a little bit of shading just to create some separation between my images and the border, I will use something like sea glass. But for this card, I'm going to use bubblegum because I want it to be a light pink, and I'm going to be using Bubblegum Pink and Passionate Pink. And then for the oranges, I think I will use Tangerine Twist and, let me find it. Here we go. Tomato Soup. And then I'll use Wild Dandelion and Honey Mustard, because you want to have a light and a dark, right? You can also use some of the colors from our these collections, the light, medium, and dark collections. You could do light lilac. That's what I did on this one. I used light lilac and I used medium lilac on this particular one. So you could use the carnations, you can use the orchids, you can use the spruces. But I also want to show you how to blend colors that aren't like that, so that you know that you already have colors in your collection that you can do this with. All right, let's start with the stencil and put that in place. No, let's start with the ink blending. I'm going to use this Bubblegum. So I'm going to get a pink blending brush. This is my very inky Passionate Pink blending brush. Okay, and I just want to brush some of that ink off of there because I know it's got Passionate Pink on there. And you guys, I mean, we had like 3,700 people here earlier for the release party. I think some people had to go to bed, especially some of our international customers who set their alarms for midnight to just see the products. But there are still 3,400 of you here, and I can't thank you enough for hanging in with me this long, because I know that these release parties it takes a long time to get to actually making something, and it means so much to me that you're staying. Okay. So I'm going to ink this up with some bubble gum, and then I'm going to just go around the perimeter lightly just to create a little separation from that white space. Now I know that doesn't look like much, but you'll be surprised how that creates the separation. And you can see I'm not really going in very far. And I'll probably put a different color on the outside than pink, because pink is around the perimeter here. But I just want to create that separation between the white border and, you know, when I peel these off, you want a nice solid line of color going around so that it really creates that separation. So it doesn't look like a whole lot. But believe me, what you'll see when I peel it, it's like a peel and reveal. It's so fun. Okay, now that we've got that done, I am going to lay my stencil in here. And I want to make sure that it's centered. And I want to make sure that it's down enough that, you know, it's going to look... I need to leave room for the flames on the top. Now, if you're not sure if it's down enough, just get your other stencil and just hold it up on there and make sure that there's room. I can see through that. There is room. Okay, so once I have that in place, I'm just going to take a little bit of pixie tape. Here's my pixie tape. And I'm just going to tape it down so it doesn't move. Now, the nice thing about this is when I designed this stencil, I made sure that the flames were up above the A2 card, you know, so you didn't have to block anything off up there. So you don't have to worry about that. But what you will want to do, if you don't want to do the blending gradient technique that Debbie did, you're going to just use 2 Post-it notes for this. So we're going to just block this off. We don't have to worry about this side yet. But we're going to start with some tangerine. Actually, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to do sweet mango. Let me find it. I think I'm going to do sweet mango and tangerine instead of tomato soup. I think that's going to be enough color difference to make it shine. So again, I'm going to clean this real quickly, this blending brush, because it might have tangerine on it, and I definitely want you to be able to see the difference in the color. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to do a light shading on here. I'm going to go with a light hand and just do a little bit of shading. Okay, that's good. Looking good. Now, we're going to use this same brush, this same Post-it note, and I'm going to count 1, 2, and then block those 2 off. So every third one, if that makes sense. No, it's like 1 and then 2 empty and then the next one. So most of them are going in this direction, but not all of them. So I don't want to say just make sure you use all the ones that are going in this direction, because they're not all the same. Okay. There we go. See, these two go the other way, but you're going to skip these two and then go to the next one. Post-it notes are great for this. You can also use masking magic if you want, but Post-it notes are great because as you change colors, you might want to change Post-it notes. And, you know, I like to use the masking magic for the very special stuff, like that edge. And then I'm going to just block this off here and do this last one. Right? Post-it notes, gotta have them. I have them all over the house. You know, they're not even important anymore. I've got them all over my desk. And you know, they're supposed to like stand out and let you know that something's important, but when you have 4,000 of them, you don't even see them anymore. Okay, so now we've got the orange ones done. Now let's go to our next color. Our next color could be pink. Maybe instead of yellow, we could do purple. All right, now we've got to block off our pink ones here. We're going to do these dotted ones in pink. And you know what I might do? I might use passionate pink here, and I might do black dots, because you know I need that little pop of black in my card. Why don't I do that? Because I have bubblegum around the outside. So let's go with passionate pink. We'll go brighter. It was Bubblegum Pink was the color that I used around the perimeter, and this is Bubblegum Pink, but I'm going to use Passionate Pink now. Okay, so we're going to get Passionate Pink in there. Pink and black is so cool together. All right. There we go. We're going to go to the next dotty one. Guys, I can't even tell you enough how much I am in love with these stencils. They really, I mean, when you're just trying to think of that birthday card, like what's appropriate? Are birthday candles ever not appropriate, or balloons? Both of those are so fun. But you know me, I had to have two floral things in the kit. I couldn't get away without it. I had to have a layering stencil that's floral, and I had to have a stamp set that had a floral feel or a silhouette feel. You can't get away from that with me. You're going to get it every time. But I love the new style with the little images that you can color. Oh, they're so fun. It's just fun to have a kit that has a lot of different fun things. I mean, maybe one day you're in the mood for more elegant florals, and the next day you're in the mood for something cutesy and fun. Okay, I definitely think we got to go with purple here. And not only do we have to go with purple, but I want to go with these purples. I want to do the light lilac, and I want to do the medium lilac. Because I think that that looked really good in that other card, and I think it would be a good combination for here. All right, so we're gonna use two new Post-it notes for these colors. Okay.
Couple quick questions.
Yes.
So, will bundles that are out of stock be restocked?
Oh yes, definitely. Definitely. In fact, any bundles that sold out, first thing tomorrow morning, they're getting reordered. And any bundles that are even low will get reordered right away.
And how far in advance do you design new products and get them ordered? Couple days.
No, I think most of our illustrators are working on their late summer to fall stuff right now. I think most of them, not all of them, but a lot of them have, you know, the next 7-8 months ready to go. So it just depends. Sometimes we have to do a last minute change for whatever reason, and then we're all panicking. But okay, so this is the light lilac. We have some pretty big deadlines for our illustrators, and then I make Sammy reinforce them because I'm not good at it, because I'm always the last one to get my stuff in. Because I don't have anything else to do. Okay, I love this color. I think this is nice because it gives you just that hint of that pop of blue in there. It's a good combination. Oh yay, I'm glad you got the kit. You know, in my videos I use the kit in just about every video. So we've got a lot of fun crafting to do together here on my channel. A lot of fun celebration cards, birthdays. We'll throw a few elegant ones in there for sure. All right, so now we've got our colors going across. We can do, while we've got it here, we can do, look at that, isn't that pretty? It's so fun. We can do our candles while we're here. And it's real easy to line them up, just, you know, they don't even have to be perfect. And let's do this with some of the wild dandelion. Okay, let me grab my yellow brush here. And we'll just get those flames going. Light the flames. All right. Okay. Now that's the first layer of the candles. We have another layer of the candles to do too. And that's where I think it would be fun to do some embossing or some, you know, glitter paste gel, anything like that would be really fun to do. We gotta make sure that doesn't come up. Okay, so there's layer one. Now we're gonna do layer two. Let me get layer one out of the way. And this is pretty easy to line up. You just have to find it, you know? I mean, you will find it very easily. And once you find it, then you just tape it down. And what's nice is the holes are a little bit bigger than the holes that are left behind. So you're going to be able to cover all of that up, which is neat. And I am going to use a tiny blending brush. I'm going to use one of these for the black. These are the little mini detail brushes. And I thought I had a black one, but I think it's on my mini blending brush at home that I have a black one. So let's start. We'll go back to these Post-it notes, the orange ones. I'm going to block that off. Now I'm going to use the darker orange. I'm going to use the tangerine. And we can use these mini blending brushes for this. So I'm going to use some orange here. You don't have to. You can use our, these are the fine detail brushes. You can also use the minis, which look like this, the tinier ones. Or you can use the big ones if that's what you have. But this makes it really easy to get into these really tight areas. See how nice it lays that color down? And it's not all over the place. Now I'll tell you, with a darker color like this, it's real easy to smear it. So I would say just get a little piece of paper towel, and before you remove your Post-it note, just clean off the front of that stencil a little bit. And then you can move on to your next one. So I think these two oranges are fun together. This is such a fun stencil. All right, Tom, well, while I'm doing this part, I'm just checking. Do you have a word of the day?
Okay.
You do?
Word of the day. I think this is a word of the day. Okay, so
What day is it?
as I was sitting in my office today when things were flying apart and wheels coming off all around me.
Oh, like a regular day?
Yeah. And I was working on something with the product list, and I came across Glimmer Mist. And I think that's a pretty cool product, and I was wondering if you were working with Glimmer Mist and you just had the most awesome idea for making a card with that, I think you would have what's called and inspiration. Glimmer mist, spritzer, inspiration. Right?
Yes. Yeah, if you say it fast, that's what it sounds like.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. Very good. Word of the day.
And back to the dead space.
I've lost all glimmer of hope. Okay, so now I'm going to do these in black. So I'm not worried about the orange transferring. It's not going to be a problem. So let's go with the black. So we'll do some black polka dots. That's my little pop of black that makes all the rest of the black on the card make sense. So we'll add that in there. These blending brushes are amazing. And you see how that just covers that little spot where there isn't a hole, where there can't be a hole. All right, next one. Inspiration. I like that, Tom. That was a good word of the day. I have to look up every once in a while because I don't know if he comes into the corner when I'm not looking and makes a face at me. Do you do that sometimes? You're all in on it, but I don't know about it. All right. The pink and the black is going to be wild. I can't wait to take this stencil off and see what these colors look like. But you can see it's so easy, just popping those Post-it notes on there. And then you can get right in there. Even if you have one little pack of these blending brushes, 4, you know, and use like one for your lighter colors and one for your darker colors, they are great to have. Okay, and now we're going to do the last one. We're going to do the purples. I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but it's going to look good. It's going to look good. I was also invited over onto the Simon Says Stamp YouTube channel. I don't know if they're sharing it tonight or not, but there's going to be another video over there where I show you how to use the die set that we just released tonight, the Master Layouts 15. And I have a cool card featuring some stencils and stuff. So that's coming up. If not tonight, it might be tomorrow or later this week. I'm not sure when they planned on it. I didn't really ask. Just turned the video in. So you can see now I'm using medium lilac over that light lilac. And you can see I'm just getting nice solid color in there. So wipe that away. And the reason I'm wiping it away is because it's just less messy. Imagine all these colors just resting on top of this stencil and how inky you would get. Plus, there's always the chance that you could contaminate your brush and I could get, you know, black into the purple or black or orange into the purple. So it's good just to wipe that away. Okay. Anybody else want to make this card right now? It's a fun one. All right, here we go. Last one. Then we'll add our flames and a greeting, a couple little embellishments, and we will be done. Now, the reason why I wanted to show you this technique of how to separate out these colors is because it is fun to make them colorful like this. But if you want to make this card in 2 minutes, just use a gradient over all of them and it'll still look amazing. So you have the fast method and you have the more pokey method like I'm using. But both are going to give you great results. Okay. So let's take this stencil off now and look, ta-da, look how fun they are. Aren't they fun and bright? Now let's tie in this yellow by doing these flames in orange. So we'll use Sweet Mango for this. I'm going to rub this color off because this is Tangerine. And now we'll use some Sweet Mango here. Wonder if I need to re-ink it each time. Yeah, a little bit. Just gives it that solid flame color that I'm looking for. And even right here, if you wanted to use like the white glitz glitter gel over that, that orange would still show through, but it would add that touch of sparkle. Or even clear embossing powder. Just use a sponge dauber with some clear embossing ink and press it in there and use clear powder over it to make the flames shinier. All right, so there we have our flames. Ooh. Now we're gonna get rid of this hot mess all around the outside, making sure I don't have anything on my fingers. And this whole thing will look so cleaned up in just a minute. It'll look crisp. Crispy. And you can save these masking magic strips and use them again. So if you want to make another pink card, just take them and put them on the outside, or you can even put them back on your masking magic release paper. So it's totally up to you if you want to use them again. I'm not going to use them again because I'm going to go for a different color next time. But I love this color combo. So now I'm going to pop this. I'm going to take this off here just by wiggling it a little bit because I've been really putting pressure on it. And we're going to pop this onto this black panel. And if anybody's asking questions about this, Tom, let me know. I also think yellow would have been fun to do instead of that bubblegum if you wanted it to be just a hair brighter. The bubblegum makes it softer, but, you know, you could try other things too.
Tom, please ask Gina to tell us about the fillers for Master Layouts 26.
Master Layouts 26?
I'll let you work on that one.
Somebody being funny? Okay, so I'm going to just tape that down into my MISTI. I don't want it... No, you know what? I'm not going to stamp the greeting right on here. I'm going to stamp the greeting on white. So that's fine. We'll just put this aside for a minute. I need a little white panel. Was somebody seriously asking a question about one of the master layouts, or
They may have meant 15.
Oh. So I encourage you to watch the next video that I do with it, because I will be using it and I will show you exactly how to use it. But you use it in a very similar way to the Master Layouts 14 fillers. So, but it just fills in the new shapes, the new size. Okay, so for this one, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do the happy birthday for this one, since I did the Make-A-Wish on the other one, so they'll look just a little different. I love this release too. I said it in our Facebook group earlier. I said I hate to say it because it sounds like I say it a lot, but I do think this is my favorite release, and I think this is my favorite kit because, you know, a lot of our kits, you make friendship cards, and that's great. Friendship cards are nice, but I need birthday cards. I need them every month. I need birthday cards. And I love having like a whole kit of things that work together, and then other illustrators' stamp sets that work so nicely with the kit, and then Debbie's Inside Greetings. I mean, there's just like so many parts of this that worked out really well this month. Okay.
Are Master Layouts 14 and 15 interchangeable with Rena's little pictures?
Yes. And you can use the little pictures that were in the last kit, the Spring Friends. They will work with the new Master Layouts as well. There might be one or two images that need to be turned to get it to fit, like the stork. We really didn't want that stork to be too small. We wanted you to be able to see it. So, you know, that works with in the other orientation, but they all work. They all work. Okay. So, now I've got my happy birthday stamped. Let me find my die here. I didn't get a package of dies with the magnet. I just got what I got, you know? There we go. All right, so we're going to cut this out. Let me get my Intracut machine.
Any word on those coming back?
They are coming back. I don't have the date right now, but it's going to be very soon. Very soon. Like super soon. I just don't have the date. I have to talk to my team. A lot of it has to do with, you know, where we're at with shipping and all of that too. We don't want to make people wait too long, and we don't want to overwhelm our team because we are still a small bit. Okay, so I'm gonna just put a little masking magic over this, and I'm gonna cut this out. I know that's kind of close up, but. Vicky, look at Vicky's comment. You get what you get and don't throw a fit. Now, I don't. It's always hard for me to answer timeline questions on a live too, because I actually need to open my computer and see where things are and all of that. All right, so there we go. We've got, look how nice that cut out. Sometimes you just nail it. Now you'll notice that these cut the words out separately, and we did that on purpose. I want to show you why we did it, okay? So you can see here on this Make-A-Wish, these all cut out separately even though it's one big stamp, right? We wanted to make sure that you could use this in multiple ways. This is a big greeting, and you might not want it to cover up. You might want to do something like, let me find it here. You might want to do something like this card, and then you might want to do Make-A-Wish. So we broke these up the way we did the dies, so this way you could stagger it. You could have it like this if you want, or you can do it next to each other like that. That's intentional, so when you get yours, there's nothing wrong with your die. That's the way it's meant to be. All right, what color should we do this on? What do you think of Tangerine Twist? Should we put it on orange? Well, look at that. Ooh, that's very orange. But I feel like it brings out all of those pinks and purples, doesn't it? Isn't that just fun? Let's look at that color. Let's look at Sweet Mango, because that's a little lighter. But I feel like it's going to look really washed out now. That's nice. Not going to lie, that's kind of nice. We can look at Wild Wisteria. It's Wild Wisteria. And let's look at Passionate Pink.
Is there a die for the incentive set?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I just cut out. It's the Make-A-Wish die set, and that's sold separately in the What's New category. And then there's the pink. All right, guys, what do you like best? I got to see the comments. All right, let's see. Pink, Wisteria. Oh, my gosh. There is no rhyme or reason. They're all over the place. And they're coming in from Facebook and Twitch, too. Okay, so what do you think, Tom? Is pink getting the most love?
I think so.
Yeah. Pink's getting the most love, more than Tangerine. Tangerine's getting a lot of love, too. Oh, now Wisteria's taken over. Tom, we got to figure out how to do an actual poll so that it's not just you and I reading the comments. That Wisteria is beautiful.
I'll stay up and code that tonight.
Can you do that?
No.
They do all look really good. Okay, so I'm going to just make an executive decision. And I'm going to pick... Okay, nobody's picking mango, because that's too dull after you've seen all these bright colors. I'm going to make an executive decision. I do like the pink. But I don't know. I love that wisteria. I'm going with wisteria. Honestly, it was so even out there, guys. I don't know now. When I look at it, I think maybe I... Okay. All right. Some of you are changing to wisteria, so we'll just go with wisteria. Even though, you guys don't know this about me, but on the ride home, I will say to Tom, I hope the people that picked pink aren't upset with me that I didn't pick pink. And he laughs at me and he's like, they're not upset. And I'm like, are you sure? Maybe they feel bad. I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, the ones that picked pink. Or what about the people that picked orange? I mean, orange was so nice. I feel so bad.
Now you're going a little bit hysterical.
Oh man, that would have been a good word of the day for Thursday. Now you got to think of another one. It's just because I love you all and I want everybody to get what they want. It's tough. Okay, but I think wisteria is good. I'll tell you why I like wisteria too. Because I'm going to photograph these cards together and there's some wisteria in here and I feel like it brings it all together. So I like it. And wisteria is like mostly on the inside of the card. The tangerine was on the outside and the pink is on the outside. So wisteria kind of pulls the wisteria in a little bit. Like it makes it feel important. Okay. So now we've got our card base there. Now we're going to pop these up with a few foam squares. I know, I'm crazy. What can I tell you? I'm old and worry about everybody. Anybody else like that? Do you guys like... Come on, I'm not alone, right? You feel bad if you ask opinions and then you don't take all the opinions, which I couldn't take all of it. So I'm using these small, these are the 1/4 inch foam squares. I do love you all so much. I do. If any of you aren't in our Facebook group, come into our Facebook group because seriously, I am in there all the time trying to keep everybody happy. Because I love everybody in there. It's my family. Okay. So I'm going to put that right on the... Oh, isn't that cute, guys? Look how cute it is. So I'm going to put that right there in the center. But you have to kind of lay it out first. And you have to leave the one where it was so that you can make sure that it's evenly spaced. So put that there. Like that.
So Kathy needs to know, she just placed 2 orders, one of them over 75. Do we automatically get the incentive? Forgot to add to cart, and now I look and it says sold out. You automatically get it.
You automatically get it. It always says sold out from the very beginning because we don't let people put it in the cart, and that's the only way that we can prevent people from putting it in the cart. You will get the incentive, absolutely. Don't worry. We'll make sure of it. Yeah, it always says sold out. And I know that's a little confusing. I wish there was a way that we could not have it sold out. I left that glue open overnight, so I just have to clean it. Okay, so we're going to add some silver. Let's add a few little silver babies on top of this one. I love this little card. Where's my jewel picker? Here it is, the pick and stick tool. Here she is. And we're going to zoom in. I think it's good with the purple. Honestly, I think all of the choices would have been very cute. So we'll put one here. I like putting 2 here. Ooh, that was a big blob. Let's see if I can suck some of that back up into the thing.
You could use 2 blues for the flame and have a natural gas look. Right?
Yes. Definitely. You definitely could do that.
Back to the dead space.
Back to the dead space. I'll put one there and then one down in here. I like to use an odd amount, so that's 5. Is that 5? Let me... If you tap your glue and then you burp it a little bit, like to get the air going through it, and then you cap it, it won't clog. If you leave the cap off and don't clean it at all, it could clog. That's what mine did, because I left it since the last time I was alive. All right, so I'll put silver. I'm doing silver this time because I did gold on the other one, but I didn't really check to make sure I had enough silver, so hopefully I do. I'm using a few of the small ones. And these are hard to pick up when they're upside down. So let me see if I can, there we go. So I'm using another small one here. Okay. And I'll use a small one down here, and then I'm going to use a little bit of a bigger one up there.
Somebody said the drive home must be fun.
The drive home?
Especially since we drove separately.
Oh yeah, we did drive separately today. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Tom and I have different taste in what we like to listen to in the car ride going home. So sometimes we just drive separately just to be able to blast our own music. All right, so there is that finished card. So we've got this one and then this one. That's 2 really fun styles there. All right, Tom, let's give away 2 gift certificates tonight. Wow. Because we've got well over 3,000 people still here. That's a lot of people. So let's give 2 gift cards out tonight. You don't have to use them right away. If you already bought what you wanted, you could save this even for the next release. They don't expire, so they're going to last a long time. We're going to give 2 $15 gift cards away tonight. So we will let Tom handle all the sound effects. Ooh, I should do it this way so that it's not in the way of the screens. There we go. Okay.
All right, cheesy drum roll coming at you. Sheer excitement. All right, the winners. Winner number 1, Pamela Storage.
Yay, Pamela! Congratulations, Pamela! Okay.
Woohoo!
All right.
There you go. Okay, and then winner number 2.
I don't have my headphones in, so if you're doing sound effects, I can't hear them.
Okay. Next winner is Marlene Miller. Marlene!
Yay, Marlene! Congratulations! All right, ladies, all you have to do is send your name and your email address to info@ginakdesigns.com, and we will get those digital gift cards out to you. Well, guys, oh my gosh, I look like I feel. Guys, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for being here for our release party tonight. The new kit, our new master layouts, our stamp sets, our beautiful illustrator stamps and dies, our bundles, everything is now available in the What's New category at ginakdesigns.com. And remember, $75 of product and you get the free birthday sparkle stamp set. Are you just throwing words of the day up, Tom?
Mm-hmm. Replays.
Replays of old words of the day. All right, and Tom and I will be back on Thursday with our very special guest, Rena Kay. She's going to be here playing with her new stamp set from the new kit. So some of you might even have your kits by then. We're doing our best to get them out as quickly as possible. Actually, if somebody local ordered right away at 7 o'clock, they could actually have their kit in time. Who knows? You never know. But anyway, everybody, we are looking forward to spending Thursday with you. We will be back then. In the meantime, stay safe and healthy. We love you all so very much, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.